linebacker, number 32, senior Travis Knippelmeyer. Other linebacker, number 35, is senior Blaine Borstorff. And safety, number 33, is sophomore Joe Casey. Defensive lineman, number 44, junior Andy Grotran. Another defensive lineman, the senior Scott Pelican. The other defensive lineman, number 81, the senior Brandon DeYoung. The Eagles are coached by Rod Tittum, assisted by David Bain, Clayton Gravitt, and Tyson Ishman. Now the defending the offensive lineup is the six-time defending Sacred Heart Irish. At quarterback, number 17 is sophomore Brandon Sells. Halfback, the senior, number 21, Casey Simmons. Fullback, a junior, number 33, Chip Martinowski. A run-in, sophomore, number 22, Travis Kopp. A run guard, a senior, number 66, Marcus Kister. At center, a junior, number 68, Justin Barker. The other guard, a senior, number 73, Brett Fahrenhager. And a run to end, a senior, number 80, Luke Santo. The Irish are coached by Doug Reese, assisted by Dennis Fisher, Jim Hoy, and Don Cruz. Tonight's officials are referee Tom Hoffman, the umpire Dan Bowen, the line judge Chip Hagerman, and the linesman Pete Jensen. We would ask that you all now please stand. Strong.
Johnson Brock won the flip. They want to receive. And we're back once again here at Judd Brown Stadium, just having the flip of the coin. And at the coin toss, it has been won by Johnson Brock. The Eagles want the football, so the Sacred Heart Irish will be kicking off. They will be defending the left goal. The north goal to our left, kicking from left to right, north to south. Something of concern to Sacred Heart fans. We see something out here during the pregame warm-ups that might be a concern. Casey Simmons came to the sideline, hobbled a moment, and had that left ankle taped. So apparently Casey Simmons may have twisted an ankle out there during the warm-ups. They've got it all taped up, and he is out at center field for the coin toss, but he's limping noticeably here on that left ankle. So the Irish will kick it away to Johnson Brock. We'll take one more 30-second timeout, and then we'll be back with the opening kickoff after this 30-second break. You're enjoying high school football on KTNC in Falls City. Okay, who we got back deep? All right, the Irish set to kick it away. Luke Taft will tee the ball up at the 30-yard line. Back deep to return it for the Eagles. Standing on the right is Joe Casey. On the left, Blaine Belstorff. Belstorff and Casey, the two deep men back. Both teams undefeated, 5-0 on the season. We're about to get set and get underway. Luke Taft, waiting for the official signal, comes forward. Here's the kick. A driving end-over-ender, fielded by Belstorff at the 2. Belstorff out to the 5. He's on his feet at the 10. Breaks a tackle at the corner at the 15. Across the 15, and down he goes between the 15 and the 20. At about the 17-yard line is where they'll mark it. Coming up to make the stop on him was Eric Marks and Chip Martinowski teaming up to make the tackle. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Johnson Brock Eagles. Spot the foot. Fossenbarger in place of Justin Seba. Fossenbarger, the quarterback. I formation. Fossenbarger on 1st and 10. Calls a starting count. Long count at the line of scrimmage. Takes a snap. Turns. Gives off to the fullback, who runs out off the right side. That's Blaine Belstorff. Belstorff stopped short of the 20-yard line. Getting the tackle on him was Aaron O'Grady. Santo also in on the stop there. The foot march to go. Hey, brand new down markers across the way for Sacred Heart. Attractive. High formation. Again, the quarterback, Mike Fossenbarger, has Belstorff set at the fullback. Calls a count. Turns, gives off to Belstorff. Tries to turn the corner. He's across the 20. Out to about the 22. Wrapped up and dropped there. A flag thrown on the play. Casey Simmons and Brandon Sells team up to make the tackle. Opening minute of play. 11:04 showing on the clock. First period here at Jud Brown Stadium. No score in the contest. We'll wait and see what the penalty flag. Grabbing the face mask. It'll give the Eagles a 1st and 10. Johnson Brock sets up now, this time with Travis Knippelmeyer set in the top of the eye. The fullback, Blaine Belstorff. Quarterback, Mike Fossenbarger. Fossenbarger calling his count on 1st and 10 at the 36. Takes a snap, turns, gives it off to Knippelmeyer. He runs the right side across the 40. Breaks out to near the 35-yard line of Johnson Brock. A gain of about 8 on the play. Casey Simmons came up to make the tackle on Travis Knippelmeyer. Knippelmeyer, a 155 of Sacred Heart. Again, they set in the I formation. That's Blaine Belstorff, the fullback. Knippelmeyer sets in the top of the I. Quarterback, Fossenbarger, calling his count. Turns, gives off to, that's Casey carrying the ball this time. Casey, the I-back, has the first down yardage down to the 30-yard line. Luke Santo there to drive him out of bounds at the 30. Joe Casey and Travis Knippelmeyer will alternate at that I-form over the football. 1st and 10 at the 30 of Sacred Heart. 10 minutes, 12 seconds to play. First period, no score. High formation for Mike Fossenbarger. Fossenbarger takes a snap, turns, gives off to his I-back, crashing off the left side, down inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Carrying the football, Travis Knippelmeyer that time. Brandon Sells, Aaron O'Grady there to make the tackle there on defense. 2nd down, 4 yards to go. Johnson Brock at the 24-yard line of Sacred Heart. Again, they set in the I. Fossenbarger in at quarterback, as he has been this series. Fossenbarger takes a snap, fakes a handoff, rolls to his right, sets up, scrambling, gets away from a tackler, turns it upfield. He's at the 25, to the left, at the 20, across the 20, and brought down by Casey Simmons at about the 18-yard line. Brandon Sells also over there to help on the tackle, but it'll be 1st down yardage for Mike Fossenbarger. He got it well inside the 20. It'll be running at 9:22 to play here. First period, still no score. Johnson Brock moving the football. The ball spotted now at the 17-yard line. Fossenbarger has him once again set in the I formation. That's Belstorff in at the fullback. Fossenbarger takes a snap, gives it up the middle. Running with the football, the fullback Belstorff, and Belstorff still on his feet, fighting all the way down to the 10-yard line. Tough yardage, gain of about 8 on the play. Brandon Sells, Casey Simmons finally got him off his feet, but the big fullback, 205-pound Blaine Belstorff, would not be tackled. He'll have a gain. 5-pound senior leads him up over the football. Lining up this time, I believe, is Casey set at the I-back. Quarterback, Fossenbarger on 2nd down and 3, calling his cadence, takes a snap, gives it off to Casey. Casey runs the right side, reverses, comes left, at the 5, at the 3, dragged down, the ball fumbled into the end zone and recovered by Sacred Heart. Recovering the ball is Casey Simmons. Carrying the football was Joe Casey. Casey had penetrated down to about the 1 or 2 yard line. The ball popped out of there. He fumbled it into the end zone. Casey Simmons fell on the ball in the end zone. And that'll just be a touchback. No points awarded, of course. The football comes out to the 15-yard line. So the Sacred Heart Irish have dodged a bullet there. The Irish open offensively at their own 15-yard line. Brandon Sells, the quarterback. I formation, Chip Martinowski, the fullback. Top of the I, Casey Simmons. Quarterback, Brandon Sells, pitches to Simmons. He'll try to run the right side. Simmons twists, turns back inside, out to about the 17 or 18. He'll have a gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play. Getting the tackle on him there, number 44, Andy Grotrian in on the stop. Also DeYoung in on the tackle, number 81. Gain of 3 for Casey. Change in the backfield already for the Irish. Eric Marks lines up in the top of the I. Flags thrown before the play can unfold. They've moved Casey Simmons to the right end position, and they brought Eric Marks in at I-back now, lining up behind Chip Martinowski. Offsides the call. Again in the I-back formation. Top of the I is Casey Simmons this time, set behind Chip Martinowski. Handoff goes to Simmons, bobbled the ball for a moment, then pulled it back in and held on. He'll get it almost back to the original line of scrimmage before Justin Seba makes the tackle on him. Also in on the tackle was Brandon running. 7:19 to play first period here at Jug Brown Stadium in Fall City. Eric Marks is the I-back behind Martinowski. Fake the handoff, back to pass. Brandon Sells looking downfield for Martinowski. The pass is up, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Chip Martinowski, at about the was a long distance for you. In to punt the ball away, Brandon Sells. He will stand back at his own 2-yard line. Back deep to return it for the Eagles is Joe Casey. Sells gets a good snap, gets the punt away. Casey has to back up, fields it over his shoulder. It gets away from him, rolling down to the 10. Casey picks it up at the 9, starts upfield at the 15, out across the 17 or 18, and now a flag is thrown. Flag thrown at about the 20-yard line. Clipping is the call against Johnson Brock. Inside the 10, we'll call it the 9.5-yard line, and that's where Johnson Brock will begin this drive. We'll see who's in there at quarterback. I believe it'll be Mike Fossenbarger once again. Fossenbarger starting at quarterback in place of the injured Justin Seba. Seba playing defensively, but not going at quarterback because of a sore knee. So Mike Fossenbarger is the quarterback. Blaine Belstorff is the fullback on 1st and 10. Fossenbarger takes a snap, turns, gives to his fullback. Belstorff bowls it straight ahead. A flag is thrown in there as Belstorff gets yardage across the 10 out to about the 13. Justin Barker there to lead the tackle for the Sacred Heart Irish. Now checking into the ballgame defensively for the Irish comes Travis Cupp. Cupp in there replacing Aaron O'Grady. And O'Grady, of course, playing with a bruised shoulder. 15 yards to go. Spot the football at the 5. 1st and 15 at the 5-yard line for the Johnson Brock Eagles. That's Joe Casey this time, lined up at the I-back behind Blaine Belstorff, the fullback. Fossenbarger back to pass. Pressure coming. Sets up in his own end zone. Goes a screen pass out on the right side, complete to Belstorff. Up the right sideline, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35. Out to the 39-yard line before Luke Santo finally drags him down at the 39-yard line. Good job us for making the reception. 1st and 10 Eagles at their own 39-yard line. Fossenbarger looks at a 4-man front from the Irish. Fossenbarger, long count at the line, has the ball. Gives off to his I-back running the right side, Travis Knippelmeyer. Knippelmeyer will be driven out of bounds inside the 35 at about the 34. 2nd down, 4 yards to go. The football at the 34-yard line of the Irish. They'll set in the I formation as they have all evening. Fossenbarger fakes to the fullback. Gives off to his I-back off the left side. Joe Casey with running room, the 20, the 15, the 10. He'll go in for the touchdown. Joe Casey scores the TD. It'll go as a 34-yard touchdown run by Joe Casey and left end, and took it the distance for the touchdown. He'll try to kick it, in to try and kick the extra for Johnson Brock. Lining up to kick it will be Travis Knippelmeyer, waiting for the ball. There's a snap. The ball is down. Knippelmeyer's kick is up, and the kick is good. Johnson Brock goes on top, 7-0. 6:01 to play here in the first period. He'll tee the ball up at the 30-yard line and get set to kick it away to the Irish. Back deep to return it for Sacred Heart. Eric Marks is the deep man. Casey Simmons stands on the left side. Travis Cupp on the right. Waiting for Knippelmeyer's kick. He's ready to come forward. 6:01 to go here in the first quarter, and here's the kick. An end over ender. It'll come up short. Simmons will field the ball at the 12. He's across the 15. Hit at the 20 and fights across the 20 and spins out to about the 22-yard line. They say the knee touched at the 21. Simmons will be tackled there by Travis Knippelmeyer, the man that kicked it off. So the Irish will begin this drive 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. And producing. All right, the football at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, Sacred Heart Irish. Quarterback is Sells. Brandon Sells takes a snap. On the option, keeps it around the right end. He'll be caught and thrown and tackled at about the 24-yard line by Blaine Belstorff. Well, they ran an option there. Sells came to his right, faked to the fullback. That was Martinowski, then kept the football around the right side and got a gain of about 3.5. Barker's the center, Bernheide the left guard, Marcus Kister in at the guard on the right side. Fake the handoff on the keeper. Again, no place for Sells to go. He'll be caught in the backfield and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. First man to hit him was Andy Grotrian. Grotrian fired through there and got at. Was a loss on the play. 3rd down and 8 yards to go for the Irish. 3rd down and 8. At the 22-yard line, they set in the I formation. Casey Simmons, the I back. Chip Martinowski, the fullback. Fake the handoff. Sells tries to run around the left end. Breaks a tackle. Now tries to turn it back upfield. Scrambling for his life and just gets back to the 20-yard line. I'll tell you, the defenders for Johnson Brock all around in that backfield. Blaine Belstorff, Justin Seba, the 2 principal tacklers there, but 2 or 3 other Eagles in on the stop also. Punting situation for the Irish, not able to move the 4th down and 10. The Irish will have to kick it away. Brandon Sells comes in to do the kicking. Sells stands at his own 8-yard line. Back deep to return it will be Joe Casey, and Casey's given him a lot more room this time. Sells gets the punt away. A low driver bounces in front of him, goes over the head of the return man. The ball rolling down inside the 10, picked up at the 5 by Casey. Reverses his field, tries to come back right. Wrapped up, and he'll be hit and dropped at the 5-yard line. No place for Joe Casey to go. Travis Cup there to get the tackle on him. Well, I'll tell you, that turned into quite an adventure for Joe Casey. The ball went over his head. He had to chase it territory for the 2nd time here at their own 5-yard line. Mike Fossenbarger, the quarterback. Blaine Belstorff, the fullback. Travis Knippelmeyer sits in the top of the I on 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line. Fossenbarger waiting for the snap. Has the ball. Now flags fly. Someone jumped off sides on the green side of the ball. That, in all probability, is going to go against the Irish. One of the defenders over on the left side defensively got a bit over anxious and got across that line of scrimmage. 868-4105. Pelican Meat Processing in Johnson. All right, 1st and 5 for the Johnson Brock Eagles at their own 10-yard line. Fossenbarger has the ball. Gives off to Knippelmeyer, the I-back. He tries to run off the right side. He'll be hit over on the right side. A flag is thrown as the tackle is made. Justin Barker looked to be the first man to hit him. Then a couple of other defenders came over and put on the finishing touches. But we had a flag thrown in the area of the tackle. Grabbing the face mask out to the 27-yard line. That's where they mark it. It'll be 1st and 10 there for the Johnson Brock Eagles. The Eagles lead at 7-0. 3:23 to play here in the 1st period. Quarterback Mike Fossenbarger has the ball. Gives to his I-back. I believe that's Knippelmeyer breaking into the open. The 40, the 30. He could go all the way. They're giving chase, but Knippelmeyer will take it all the way for the touchdown. Travis Knippelmeyer. The line of scrimmage was the free, went right up the center. They had the try for the conversion coming up, waiting for the snap. There's a snap. The ball's down. Knippelmeyer's kick is up, and the kick is good. The score goes 14-0. Johnson Brock on top. We'll take a 60-second timeout right here. 14-0 your score. The Johnson Brock Eagles leading the Sacred Heart Irish. And Travis Knippelmeyer ready to kick it away. Here's his kick. Eric Marks is the deep man. Casey Simmons will field the ball at the 5. To the 10. Simmons to the 15, the 20. The 25. Simmons breaks a tackle across the 30. Out to the 32 or 3-yard line. Casey Simmons, a good job returning the football. Carrying would-be tacklers with him. John Haith there to get the tackle on him. Also, Andy Grotrian had a piece of it. On a 53-yarder. And then kick the PAT. All right, 1st and 10 Irish. Brandon Sells pitches the ball back to his trailing back, Casey Simmons. A flag is thrown as Simmons is knocked out of bounds right at about the line of scrimmage. We'll have to wait and see what the flag's going to be. John Haith is the man over there to knock him out. I believe Belstorff in on the tackle, number 35. So the Sacred Heart Irish have it 1st and 10 at the 33 of Johnson Brock. No signal from the referee. He just marched off the yardage and ready to start play. I formation. Top of the I, Casey Simmons. Chip Martinowski, the fullback. Sells turns. Gives to Simmons. He'll be hit in the backfield. Making the tackle on him, Scott Pelican. Pelican at 250. Leads it. Second down, 12 yards to go. Now the official, we've got a timeout taken by Sacred Heart. The second timeout, we'll be back. What's this all about, Fred? And what are they doing? That's a brand new one, too. The down marker's not working. Just outside the 35-yard line of Johnson Brock. Brandon Sells is the quarterback. He splits the backs in the backfield. Simmons on the right, Martinowski on the left behind him. Back to passes Sells. Pressure coming. Sells pumps once. Now he'll run with the football. Upfield the 30. Down near the 25 at about the 26-yard line. Brandon Sells tackled there by Scott Pelican and Blaine Belstorff. Belstorff and 25. On 3rd and 2, Brandon Sells will again split the backs. On the right side, I believe, is Marks. Coming on a keeper around the right. Sells, he'll be wrapped up and dropped short of the first down. Getting through to make the tackle on him, Travis Knippelmeyer. Knippelmeyer fought through the would-be blockers and wrapped up Brandon Sells short of the first down yardage at about the 25-yard line. Quite a conference taking place here among the officials with the ball at the 25. Sacred Heart's going to go after it. Martinowski, the fullback. Casey Simmons is the I-back. The handoff goes to Simmons up the middle. He'll have the first down and then be dragged back, but I'm sure he's got the first down yardage. If he 14-0 your score, the Johnson Brock Eagles leading the Sacred Heart Irish. Sacred Heart with a football. Brandon Sells the quarterback. Marks on the left, Martinowski on the right. Handoff goes to Martinowski. He fights his way inside the 20, down to about the 19-yard line. He'll have 3, maybe 4 on the play. Brandon DeYoung there to make the tackle on him, according to others out there on the playing field. Football at the the 19-yard line. Second down, 7 yards to go. I formation. Casey Simmons, top of the I. Whistle sound. Flags fly before the play unfolds. We'll see what he's trailed. We'll take after one quarter, they're trailing 14-0, but the Irish are moving the football. They have it second down and 7 at the 19-yard line of Johnson Brock. Brandon Sells on the option left, keeps the ball, cuts inside the 15, down near the 10-yard line, then tackled and shoved back between the 10 and the 11. Making the stop on him, I believe, was Andy Grotrian. Coming up to make the tackle. The ball is spotted at the 11-yard clock running. 11:38 showing on the game clock. I formation, Eric Marks is the I-back. Handoff goes to Marks. He fights forward inside the 10, down to about the 9. Tough running by Eric Marks. Brandon DeYoung there to make the tackle on him for Johnson Brock. Gain of Casey Simmons moves back into the backfield with Chip Martinowski. Martinowski and Simmons split behind Brandon Sells. Handoff goes to Martinowski at the 5. Martinowski near the goal line. Touchdown, he's in there. Martinowski carries it in for the TD, and the Irish get on the board. Chip Martinowski from 9 yards out. A late signal coming from the referee. You may have heard me hesitate a moment. Finally, the crowd figured out it was a touchdown when they finally threw it. And now we'll have the try for the conversion. The Irish will line up to go for 2. Brandon Sells puts Martinowski on the right. Casey Simmons on the left, split in the backfield. Handoff goes to Martinowski. He carries in for the 2-point conversion. And the score goes 14-8. The Irish on the board. 10:50 to play here in the second period. We'll take a first half, second period. The Irish on the board on a 9-yard touchdown run by Chip Martinowski. The score goes 14-8. Luke Taft has the ball teed at the 30-yard line. Back deep to return it. Belstorff stands on the left. On the right is Joe Casey. Here's Luke Taft's kick. An end-over-ender. Fielded by Belstorff at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. Rather, Casey, that is, at the 25, the 30. Casey, midfield, the 40. Brandon Sells can come across and get him out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Brandon Sells had to run him down from behind. On the return, it was Joe Casey on the angle and at the 14-yard line of Sacred Heart. Quarterback is Mike Fossenberger. They set in the I formation. That's Knippelmeyer in the top of the I. Belstorff the fullback. Fossenbarger turns, fakes to the first man, gives to Knippelmeyer around the left end. He's at the 10-yard line, wrapped up near the 10 and thrown out of bounds. He'll have a gain of about 5 yards on the play. Brandon Sells there to make the tackle on him. Fossenbarger, the junior quarterback, has gone all the way so far, playing for Justin Seba, who was injured. High formation. Fossenbarger calling his count. Takes a snap. Gives to the I-back running the right side. That's Casey this time, and Casey taken down. A good tackle by Travis Cupp. Cupp there to hit him after a gain of about a yard. Casey got the ball down to around the set in the eye. It's Knippelmeyer in the top of the eye. Belstorff, of course, the blocking back, the fullback out of this I formation. Fossenbarger gives off to Knippelmeyer, straight up the middle. First down yardage, fighting near the goal line. Touchdown! Travis Knippelmeyer carries the ball in from 10 yards evening for Johnson Brock. This one turned into a track meet. These teams going up and down the field. Driver the conversion, Brueggemann in to hold, Knippelmeyer to kick. They'll try and kick the extra point. That's what they've been doing with it. As they line up to try for the conversion. Again, that's Brueggemann holding the ball. In snapping it, I believe, is Scott Pelican. Waiting for the snap from center, the try for the conversion. A high snap. Oh, no, they're going to run it. It's a fake. Brueggemann tries to run it. Nothing doing. He'll be wrapped up and tackled, brought down by Marcus Kister. So the conversion attempt fails. The score stands at 20-8, 9:48 right after this kickoff. So stand by. We'll take a break after the kickoff and be back on the flip side. All right, ready to kick the ball away. Travis Knippelmeyer has the tee at the 30-yard line. Back deep, Eric Marks, the deep man. Here's Knippelmeyer's kick. Casey Simmons will field the ball. Has it at the 7. He's out to the 10. The 15 gets a block, spins across the 20, breaks a tackle. The 25 out to the 28-yard line. Casey Simmons returns it to the 28. Another good return to the kickoff by Casey Simmons. And that aside, the Sacred Heart Irish will have the football. Their own 28-yard line. Quarterback is Brandon Sells, has him in the I formation. Pitches back to his I-back, Eric Marks. Marks runs the right side, finds some running room. He's across the 35, out to the 36. He'll have a gain of about 6, maybe even 7 yards on the play. Eric Marks was lined up that time at the I-back. Mike Fossenbarger there to make the tackle on him. Good job of running the football. Down 6 yards to go for the Irish. Wide receiver, Travis Cupp, comes wide to the left. Handoff goes to Martinowski. He breaks a tackle, then fights forward near the first down, across the 35 to the 37. I'll tell you, Chip Martinowski was hit by Andy Grotrian in the backfield. Looked to be stopped back there. Fought for 3rd down and 2. Brandon Sells. Well, they're going to have to hurry to get this thing set up. Now flags fly as the Irish lined up with 3 running backs. 3rd and 2. The ball at the 32-yard line. They set in the I formation. Casey Simmons, the I-back. Back to pass Sells. Sells looks over to Simmons. Simmons catches the ball, breaks a tackle, the 30, the 35. Simmons, first down yardage after the 40-yard line. He'll have the first down. Casey Simmons did a great job running with the football, knew what he needed. Tackled by Knippelmeyer and Casey, but Simmons did a super job now. First half, 20-8 is your score. Johnson Brock on top. The sophomore quarterback, Brandon Sells, takes the snap. Option left, keeps the ball. Sells breaking tackles, running forward. Across the inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. Blaine Belstorff there to make the tackle on Sells, but not before he got it down to the 33. And you know what Johnson Brock has to be thinking right now? They heard thinking about that little. Early in the game here, we're still in the second period, but it's 20-8. The Irish are moving the football. 2nd down and 2. Straight ahead, Chip Martinowski, first down yardage down to the 27-yard line. Getting the tackle on him, Scott Pelican there to make the stop. Chip Martinowski is lining up and running the football at Scott Pelican. Keep in mind, Martinowski, not a little running back by any means. He weighs a first down yardage at the 27-yard line. 7:14, clock running, second period. They set in the I. Pitch the ball back to the I-back, running the left side. That's O'Grady in there at I-back. He's down to the 20-yard line. Aaron O'Grady, sore shoulder and all, tackled by Joe Casey. O'Grady has the ball all the way down to the 20-yard line. short of the first down by about 3 yards. We've got a timeout taken Johnson Brock. The Eagles want to talk this one over, so we'll take a 30-second timeout. Be back in half a minute on KTNC. This is Sacred yard line. The ball on the hash mark in from the west side. The Irish going south to north, right to left here at Jug Brown Stadium. Handoff from Sells. Goes off to O'Grady. He's hit this time right at about the line of scrimmage at the 20. No gain on the play. Pelican there to make the tackle on him once again. Scott Pelican. O'Grady with no hole, no place to go. On by 12. Sacred Heart with 3rd down and 3. I formation. O'Grady the I back. Handoff goes, fake the handoff on the option, keeping the ball. Sells dives forward close to the first down. Maybe just a bit short. Seba there to make the tackle on him. Also in on the stop, Scott Pelican. Seba came up and had him around the ankles. Justin Seba has been the quarterback all season for Johnson Brock, but he's not gone at quarterback tonight. At the 17-yard line. Split the backs in the backfield. Martinowski to the left, O'Grady to the right. Sells turns, gives to Chip Martinowski. No, gets off instead. He keeps the ball. First down yardage. Great job of faking the football by Brandon Sells. I admit it, I took the fake. I thought Chip had the ball. Mike Fossenbarger came up and made the tackle. 1st and 10 Irish at the 13. Split backs. Chip Martinowski on the right, Aaron O'Grady on the left. It goes to Martinowski. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. No place to go. Big Scott Pelican there to... The back split to the left is O'Grady. Back to Pat Sells. Sells looks over the middle. Pat's nearly intercepted. The pass was intended for Casey Simmons, underthrown. Mike Fossenbarger is trailing 20-8. Brandon Sells, the quarterback, on 3rd and 10. Takes the snap. He's back to pass, rolling to his right. Looks downfield. Pat's over the middle. A flag is thrown. The pass was intended for Luke Santo. Santo was hit at about the 1-yard line well before the ball arrived. And I believe Santo had a good shot at catching that pass. He was coming across at the 1. Now he took it to the 5. He'll come back the other way and put the ball at the 7. Half the distance to the goal line from the line of scrimmage. We're going to call it the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. The ball just outside the 6. The Irish will be in the I formation. Martinowski is the fullback. Aaron O'Grady is set in the top of the I. Now we've got an official timeout while they move the markers. Gives us a moment here to remind you tonight's game brought to you by Fall City Cable TV in Fall City. News, sports, weather, movies, and kids shows and TV classics. Here's a handoff left side. O'Grady inside the 5 down to about the 3-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal. Fall City Cable TV. You get all of these and more when you subscribe to Fall City Cable TV. For more information, call them at 2nd down and 3. Split backs. Flanker to the right. O'Grady. Single setback. Martinowski on the keeper. Sells. Cuts it inside. He's in there. Touchdown. Sells carries in from 3 yards out. Brandon Sells, and I'll tell you, it's been a long time since I've seen referees that are that. Sells has Simmons in a receiver on the right side. O'Grady in the top of the I. Fake the pitch. Back to pass. Sells. Hangs it up left side. Santo. It's good. Luke Santo made the reception for the 2-point conversion. And the score goes 16-20. The Irish down by 4 at the 30-yard line. He will kick it away. Blaine Belstorff stands on the right. Joe Casey on the left. They're the 2 deep men to return this thing for Johnson Brock. Luke Taft ready to come forward. 20-16. The Irish down by 4. Here's Taft's kick, and end over ender. Casey will field it at the 4. He's out to the 5, the 10. Comes to the right, hesitates at the 15. Now breaks left at the 20 and driven out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Luke Taft there to knock him out of bounds. Taft, who kicked that ball off, then came up and got the tackle and knocked. Fossenbarger, the quarterback. Mike Fossenbarger has him in the I. That's Belstorff, the fullback, on 1st and 10. Handoff goes to his I back instead. He'll crash through out to about the 29. I believe that's Knippelmeyer lining up this time. Play every other play. So it's quite a task just to keep those I backs straight. Belstorff remains at fullback behind Mike Fossenbarger. 2nd down, 2 yards to go at the 29. Back to pass. Fossenbarger in trouble. He'll be sacked for a loss. Back at the 25-yard line. Who got him? Travis Cup, I believe, number 22, wrapped him up. Bernheide there to help, but Cup wrapped him up around the ankles and took him off his feet. The quarterback sack drops him back at the 20 running. 3:05 to play here in the first half. Big third down play coming up here. Quarterback Fossenbarger on 3rd and 5 at his own 25. Long count at the line of scrimmage. Fossenbarger turns, gives it to his fullback. Hit immediately is Blaine Belstorff. They fired Craig Martinowski, number 33, shot through there and got him. It was Martinowski that came through on a blitz and met him right in the hole and dropped him at the 24-yard line. Loss of a yard. Was it Bernheide? All right, I stand corrected. Bernheide got him. It looked to me like Martinowski, 33 from the right side. In any event, one of the green guys got him for a loss of a yard. Big defensive play there. 4th down and 6. Punting situation. In to punt it away, Travis Knippelmeyer stands at his own 12. Gets a good snap. He'll get his punt away. Back deep to return it is Travis Cup. Fields the ball, bobbles the ball. It's loose on the ground. Everybody going after it. It's out of bounds, and it'll belong to Sacred Heart. Boy, that's a frightening one for Travis Cup. Brandon Sells was giving chase after the football, but fortunately for 25. Quarterback is Brandon Sells. They'll set in the I. Chip Martinowski is the fullback. I believe that's Aaron O'Grady in now set up at the I-back. Yes, it is. Option, pitch to O'Grady. He tries to run to the left. O'Grady wrapped up after a gain of a yard. Gets it across the 25 out to about the 26. Getting the Irish with the ball. Put Aaron O'Grady in the top of the I. Fullback Martinowski. Fake the handoff to O'Grady. Sells back to Pats over the middle of Simmons. Pats off of Simmons and intercepted at the 40-yard line. Getting the interception is Joe Casey. Casey Simmons had the ball on his fingertips. It bounced off of his hands. He couldn't time getting up to the line of scrimmage here. 1:14 showing to play in the first half. Quarterback Mike Fossenbarger. Movement in tonight's ball game. To get the backup support of a full-line institutional supplier for your food service, call Fall City Mercantile. Tonight's game are also brought to you by Gus's Family Restaurant in Fall City. They're open 7 days a week with daily specials at 12th and Harlan Street in Fall City. All right, first down and 15 now for the Johnson Brock Eagles at their own 36-yard line. Fossenbarger back to pass. Pressure coming. Screen pass. Dumps it off to Blaine Belstorff on the right sideline. Belstorff slips and goes down at the 36-yard line. My spotters say he's safe. All right. Slides in at about the 36-yard line. No one there really making the tackle. Timeout taken. Johnson Brock. About 7 yards to go at the 36-yard line of Sacred Heart. When we return, we'll take a 30-second timeout. Chance to say hello on the radio.
Hello on the radio.
Very good. The football spotted at the 37-yard line. 53 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down. A long 6 yards to go. Back to pass. That's Seba in there. Seba downfield. The pass in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Justin Seba down a long 6. Almost 7 yards to go at the 37-yard line of Sacred Heart. Justin Seba hands under center. Takes a snap. Hands the ball up the middle. Short gain. Carried by Knippelmeyer. Dives forward to about the 35-yard line and stopped there by Marcus Kister. Kister, the man to get the tackle. It'll bring up 4th down. And still about 6 yards. We've got a time at 3 seconds. Well, Johnson Brock decides to let the clock wind. They'll set in the I formation. Joe Casey is the I-back. Now they split the back. Blaine Belstorff out to the right. Back to pass. Seba rolls to his right. Sets up. No, he'll just run out the clock. That's the end of the first half. So after 2 complete quarters of play, the Johnson Brock Eagles are leading the Sacred Heart Irish. Your score, Johnson Brock. And we're back once again here at Jug Brown Stadium, set to get underway. Pelican ready to kick it. Here's the kick. A short wobbly kick that'll go and be fielded by Cupp at the 15. Travis Cupp breaks a tackle at the 20, the 25, out near the 30, at the 30-yard line. Travis Cupp, a 15-yard return. Tackle there, much as we're enjoying bringing it your way. 1st and 10 Irish. Brandon Sells, the quarterback, has him in the I formation. O'Grady, the top of the I. Sells back to pass, complete to Simmons, in and out of his hands. Casey Simmons, I formation. Pitch comes to O'Grady, the I back. He'll run to the right. O'Grady fights forward across the 30, out to about the 33-yard line. The Sacred Heart. I formation. O'Grady, the top of the I. Martinowski, the fullback. Fake the handoff. Sells on the keeper. Tries to turn the corner around the left. Dives forward. May have the first down. We'll see where they say he stepped out. It's going to depend on the mark. Very near the first down. He dove and went out of bounds. The down marker was spotted at the 40. I think they're going to say he stepped out just short. Blaine Barron's there to make the tackle on him. It'll bring up 4th down period. Split backs behind the quarterback Sells. He takes a snap, gives it straight ahead. First down yardage running forward. Martinowski all the way to the 31-yard line. Chip Martinowski needed a yard and got about 10. Takes it to the 31, 1st and 10 Irish, making the I formation. O'Grady, top of the I. Pitch comes to O'Grady. He'll run to his right. The 30, at the 25. Out of bounds at about the 21-yard line, near the 20. Boy, he got a good spot on that one. They're going to block running. 10:23 to play, 3rd period. Sacred Heart trails 20-16. The Irish set in the I. Martinowski is the fullback. That's Aaron O'Grady in the top of the I. Again, they'll set in the I, double tight end. Brandon Sells pitches back to O'Grady. He'll try to run to the left. O'Grady turns it upfield, the 20. Fighting down near the 15. Inside the 15 to about the 14. They're going to mark the ball inside the 15-yard line. Oh, they're saying Johnson Brock comes up with a football. Somebody reached into the pile and must have taken it away from O'Grady at the 15-yard line. I believe Mike Frisch, big break for John at the 15-yard line. Justin Seba opens at quarterback to start the 3rd quarter. Seba, the senior, takes a snap, hands the ball to his fullback, Blaine Belstorff. Belstorff twisting, turning, fights forward out to near the 19-yard line. Brandon Sells there to make the tackle on him. Justin Seba, a senior, 165 play, 2nd down, 7 yards to go. The football at the 18-yard line. I formation, I believe that's Casey set at the I back. Handoff goes off to Casey. The I-back comes to the left. Simmons runs him down and makes the tackle at about the 23-yard line. Stops him short of the first down yardage. Casey Simmons came across to make a good defensive play. Drops in between the 23 and the 24-yard line. Again, the score 20-16. The Irish down by 4. 8 minutes, 54 seconds to play in the 3rd. Live action here. 3rd down, almost 3 yards to go. The ball at the 24-yard line. Justin Seba takes a snap. Fakes to the first man, gives off to the trailing back. He'll be caught in the backfield, Belstorff, and thrown for a big loss back to the 20-yard line. Casey Simmons and Luke Santo were the defenders that came up to make the play for the Irish. Nothing doing for big Blaine Belstorff, a 205-pound fullback. Caught back there at the 20. Knippelmeyer comes in to punt the ball for Johnson Brock. He will stand at about the 8-yard line. Now an official timeout. The referee takes an official timeout here as Johnson Brock trying to hurry players onto the field for this punt. The referee just stops the clock, lets them line it up here. I guess Travis Cupp, a bit of an equipment problem. Cupp will be back deep to return the punt. Knippelmeyer stands at his own 8. Gets a good snap. He'll get the punt off. Punt comes off the side of his foot, bounces at the 35. Cupp will just stay away from the football. It'll roll down and be touched down at the 25-yard line of Sacred Heart. That's where the Irish will start. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 25. Sit back at the station just like I do. Now I'll restart it. Back at Jud Brown Stadium, 1st and 10, Sacred Heart at their own 25-yard line. Brandon Sells takes a snap. On the option, keeps it himself. Now pitches back to the trailing back. O'Grady across the 40, down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Sacred Heart. A gain on the play of 15 yards for Aaron O'Grady. Mike Fossenbarger came across to make the tackle on him. So it's 1st and 10, Sacred Heart at the 40. The score 20-16. Johnson Brock up by 4. Brandon Sells pitches to O'Grady. He'll try to run this time to his right. Breaking tackles, fights his way down to the 36-yard line. Keep in mind, Aaron O'Grady, tackled there by Mike Fossenbarger. Aaron O'Grady playing with a Besky is the fullback. Casey Simmons, the tight end, to the left. Travis Cup, the receiver, to the right. Double tight end set, I formation. Handoff up the middle, O'Grady. O'Grady fighting forward. Down to near the 30, at about the 31-yard line, close to the first down. Brandon DeYoung there to make the tackle. Looks to be short of the first down yardage. The ball is at the 31. It'll bring up 3rd and a yard. I formation again. Martinowski, the fullback. O'Grady, the I-back. On the keeper, Sells turns it upfield. He'll have the first down yardage inside the 30. Mike Fossenbarger there to make the tackle on him. And Sacred Heart, despite giving up about 50 to 60 pounds across that front, oh, who am I kidding on the other? And the Irish holding their own here. 1st and 10, Sacred Heart at the 29-yard line. Pitch to O'Grady. He'll come to the right. O'Grady running tough inside the 25, down to the 24. Gain of 5 yards on the play. Caleb Brueggemann, Justin Seba there to make the tackle for Johnson Brock. Well, if you weren't with us for the first half second period, and now they trail by that same score, 20 to 16, with 5:43 to play in the third period. Sells tries to pitch the ball back to O'Grady. He'll be wrapped up and dropped for a loss. Well, you had a collision there between Martinowski and Sells in the backfield. Then Sells did something dangerous. He tried to pitch the ball back to Aaron O'Grady. O'Grady was wrapped up by Lance Davis for a loss on the play. That was scary. Now we've got an official timeout. Once again, the referee takes an official timeout. O'Grady leaves the field bunged up just a little bit, holding that left shoulder. As we said, the young man trying to play above the pain. He's playing with a bruised shoulder. He's got to be hurting. Football at the 29-yard line, 3rd down and 9. Back to pass, Sells. Sells looks down deep. Looks for Cup. The pass falls incomplete. Member FDIC, the American National Bank. 4th down and 9. 2 wide out receivers to the right side. O'Grady and Simmons split wide to the right. Back to pass. Sells over the middle. Pass deflected, knocked away, falls incomplete. A flag is thrown. A flag is thrown down here at about the 17-yard line. O'Grady and Fossenbarger apparently were exchanging some words. We'll have to see. I believe there was movement in the line here for Sacred Heart. That was the first flag. That happened as the ball was snapped. The second flag came after the play was over and the pass had been thrown and had fallen incomplete. Now the referees meeting, they'll have to sort this out. All of this happened on a 4th down and 9 play with the ball spotted at the 29-yard line. The clock is stopped with 5:01 to play here in the third period. Now the referee turns toward the press box. Illegal motion, illegal procedure against the Irish. And pass interference against the Eagles. Wide receivers to the right side are Travis Cup, Craig Martinowski. Now they got to have somebody back in the backfield here. Everybody up on the line. Now the referee coming back across. On 4th down and 9 at the 29-yard line, Sacred Heart will go after it. Well, now the official takes time out once again to try and sort this thing out. They had offsetting penalties. They ruled pass interference downfield. They ruled illegal motion at the line of scrimmage. Then they said that would be offsetting penalties, and they'd play the down over again with 4th down. Now they're not sure that's what they want to do. All 4 of our officials conferring out here over the football. And they've decided, yes, indeed, that is what we'll do. So we'll try it again. 4th down and 9 at the 29. Cup wide to the right, Martinowski wide to the right. The flanker to the right is O'Grady. Back to pass. They throw it to Cup. That's a lateral. He'll just have to cover up the football at the 43-yard line. And flags are thrown in. At the end, a flag is thrown in on the play. Personal foul against Johnson Brock at the end of the play. Somebody came in and lowered the boom on Travis Cup, who had just covered up the football back at the 38-yard line, and that will result in a personal foul call against Johnson Brock. And you know what that's going to do? The football would have been back at the 37-yard line. I may have called it the 43. For that, I apologize. There is no 43. This is an 80-yard field. The ball would have been Johnson Brock's at about the 37 or 8-yard line of Sacred Heart. But because of the personal foul, they'll march off 15 yards and put put the ball back to the 27. That's still far short of the first down yardage. It's from the spot of the infraction. 1st and 10, Johnson Brock at their own 27-yard line. 4:55 to play, third period. 20-16, the Johnson Brock Eagles leading the Sacred Heart Irish. Johnson Brock will have the football. Checking in at quarterback, Justin Seba. Seba has been the QB here in the second half, and I'll tell you, the referees holding things up again. They're having a hard time getting this football game underway. Now they're having a long discussion with the Johnson Brock ball players. Well, while they talk about it, we'll remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by Southeast Nebraska Telephone Company. They're the company that goes a long distance for you. And by Sheets Pharmacy in Fall City for gifts and greeting cards for any occasion. Stop into Sheets Pharmacy at 17th and Stone Street in Fall City. Sheets Pharmacy with 3 licensed pharmacists to serve you. Oh, look at this. They're going to put the down markers out at the 38 and make it be 1st down and 25 now. 1st and 25. That's what it was all about. All right, 1st down and 25, Johnson Brock at their own 27-yard line. Justin Seba takes the snap. On a quarterback keeper, turns it back into the line, nothing there. Got a yard, maybe 2. Out to about the 29. Again, the score, 20-16. Johnson Brock leading the Sacred Heart Irish. I formation. Quarterback Seba, back to pass, sets up. Has a receiver over the middle. The pass is complete at the 40-yard line. Making the reception is Lance Davis. Far short of the first down and still going to bring it at the 40-yard line. Really had to extend his body and dive out there to come down. In from the east side. Johnson Brock is going south to north. It's 3rd down and 12 at the 40. Clock running. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to play. Third period. 20-16. Johnson Brock leads it. Justin Seba brings him up to the line on 3rd and 12. They set in the I formation. Belstorff is the fullback. Seba drops straight back in the pocket. Under pressure, dumps it off to Belstorff. Belstorff slips. Now he'll be wrapped up and dropped for a loss on the play. Back to the 36-yard line. We'll see who got him. A number of Sacred Heart defenders over there. Looks like Kister in on the tackle, Cup in on the tackle, and Justin Barker in on the stop. 13 or 14 yards to go. Punting situation. Travis Knippelmeyer stands at his own 26 to wait for the snap. Travis Cup back to return it for Sacred Heart, waits at the 10-yard line. Knippelmeyer gets the snap, gets his punt away. Cup runs under, fields the ball at the 15. Breaks a tackle, then he's wrapped up and dropped at about the 18. Travis Cup gets it to the 18-yard line. That's where they'll mark it. Lance Davis there. You're enjoying high school football on KT. All right, Sacred Heart over the football. 1st and 10, their own 18-yard line. Sells, gives it off up the left side. Running with it is Martinowski. Chip Martinowski fights out across the 25 to about the 27 or 8-yard line where Travis Knippelmeyer drives him out of bounds. Mark at the 28-yard line. Good job of carrying the football. We'll call it 2nd and 2. Brandon Sells sets Casey Simmons, a tight end to the right. Travis Cup to the left. Handoff up the middle. Martinowski, 1st down yardage. Twisting, turning, fighting forward across the 35-yard line. They're trying to take the ball away from him again out here at the 35. Several Johnson Brock players. And they got the job done. They pulled the ball away from him at the 35-yard line. Well, you can see it. The players trying to grab the football rather than the ball player. Reaching in, wrapping it up and pulling. But that's the second time with 35-yard line. Justin Seba, the quarterback, takes a snap, turns, gives it to his I-back. Casey running the left side, wrapped up and tackled. After a gain of only about a yard, getting him was Casey Simmons. Simmons with a good hard tackle that time. Brandon Sells also there on the stop. 20-16. Johnson Brock leading Sacred Heart by 4. Seba sets him in the eye, takes the snap, fakes to the fullback, gives off to Casey. Casey tries to run to the left. Martinowski there to wrap him up. Chip Martinowski, the first man to get to him. He'll have a yard, not much more. The ball down to around the 34-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down. And about 9 yards to go to Fall City to keep you trucking, farming, and producing. 3rd down and 9. Johnson Brock at the 34-yard line. Movement on the line on the far side. And now instead of 3rd and 9, they'll be facing 3rd down and 14 of Sacred Heart. 3rd down, 14 yards to go. The ball at the 39 of Sacred Heart. They need to get it to the 25 for a 1st down. All right, third down and 14 yards to go at the 39. Justin Seba splits his backs this time. Behind him, back to pass. He sets, has time. Throwing deep down the right sideline, has the receiver. The pass incomplete. I'll tell you what a hit by Santo. The pass falls incomplete. Luke Santo with the receiver. Fourth down, 14 yards to go. Punting situation. Knippelmeyer stands at his own 29. Gets his punt away. Travis Cup fields the ball at the 12. Hit immediately and dropped at the 13. No chance for a return. Good coverage there for Johnson Brock. Blaine Belsdorf made the hit on Travis Cup. I'll tell you, Travis Cup has stood right in. Sacred Heart over the football. First and 10. They'll start at their own 18-yard line. Sells. Keeps it himself. Broken play. Just fights forward. Maybe got a yard. Not any 2 seconds. Clock is going to... No, they get it off. Brandon Sells back to pass. He'll get it running out. Sells turns it upfield. Sells has the ball out near the 20-yard line. There's the end of the third quarter. Travis Knippelmeyer makes football just inside their own 20-yard line. Big third down play. Split backs in the backfield. Martinowski on the right, Marks on the left, I believe. Handoff goes to Martinowski. First down yardage up the middle. Chip Martinowski has the forward progress enough for the first down out to the 24-yard line. He'll have it with a trail, 20-16, 11:39 to play in the ball game. Quarterback Brandon Sells pitches back to O'Grady. He'll run to the left, gets a block. The 25, back to the 30, to the 35-yard line. Boy, you're glad to see O'Grady land on the right shoulder, and rather than the left, he went down hard that time at the hands of Andy Grotrian. Grotrian in the ball game. They trail 20-16. They'll set in the I formation. O'Grady the I back. Martinowski the fullback. Bobble on the exchange from center. Keeping it is Sells. Sells breaks a tackle, keeps his footing, and gets all the way to the 35-yard line. A gain of 10. First and 10, Sacred Heart. Joe Casey there to trip him up. Well, it was a broken play. They had a bobble on the exchange from center, and Brandon Sells has the athletic ability to just turn that into a 10.5-yard gain and a first down for the Irish. It away. First and 10, Sacred Heart at the 35-yard line of Johnson Brock. Fumble on the exchange again. He picks it up, hands it to Martinowski. Sells dropped the ball on the exchange from center. It went to the ground. Fortunately for Sacred Heart, he got a good dribble on it. It bounced right back up into his hands. What do they tell you? Never dribble at once. Second down, 9 yards to go at the 34-yard line. Sells turns, gives off to Martinowski again, and Chip Martinowski running tough inside the 30, down to near the 26 or 7-yard line. Blaine Belsdorf made the tackle. Chip Martinowski running tough from the fullback position. Has it at the 27, about 2 yards short of the first down. 16, Sacred Heart trailing. The Irish, they hand it straight ahead. Martinowski will have the first down to the 20-yard line. Lance Davis there to make the tackle. You know, we said before this ball game that with the size that Johnson Brock has, the Sacred Heart might have to do the job of blocking up there. All right, first and 10 at the 20-yard line. Handoff goes to O'Grady. O'Grady bouncing off tacklers, fighting down for 4, maybe 5 yards, close to the 15 or 16. Joe Casey there to make the hit on him and make the tackle. O'Grady has the ball to about the backfield. Chip Martinowski, Aaron O'Grady behind Brandon Sells. Sells takes a snap, keeps it himself to the 15, down to about the 12-yard line. Short of the first down yardage by a couple. Getting the tackle was Joe Casey. Let's see where they mark it. A lot of people standing along the sideline here. We can't see where he was tackled. The ball is going to be spotted. Help me out here, guys. We're at about the 12. The ball at the 12, third down and a little more than a yard. They need to get it inside the 11. Third and a long one. The ball at the 12. Big third down play. I formation, O'Grady the I back. Pitch comes to O'Grady. He'll try to run to the right. Tripped up and dropped from behind. A good tackle by Andy Grotrian, number 44. Grotrian came up and caught him from behind. That's the setup. 4th and 5 at the 15-yard line. Brandon Sells takes the snap, fakes the pitch, back to pass, looks for Santo, complete, first down yardage, Santo is in there for the touchdown. A 15-yard 60-yard touchdown pass complete to Luke Santo for the touchdown. The Irish go on top. Score it, a 15-yarder to Luke Santo. Well, they had it 4th and 5. Santo got the 5 that he needed. Then he turned the corner, got down the left sideline. The score coming with 7 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the ball game. Now the try for the conversion, split the backs in the backfield. They turn, give it to Martinowski. Martinowski fighting in there, gets the 2-point conversion. And the score goes 24-20. The Sacred Heart Irish lead for the first time this evening. 7 minutes, 50 seconds to go in this ball game. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Be back after this half-a-minute break. You're enjoying high school football on KTNC in Fall City. Minutes, 50 seconds left to play in the football game. The Irish unbeaten string stands at 82. Both of these teams 5-0 on the season this year. Johnson Brock has led throughout. Now the Irish ready to kick it away. Luke Taft has a teed at the 30. Bellstorff on the left, Casey on the right. Here's Taft's kick. Fielded by Bellstorff at the 3. He's out to the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, across the 25, out to the 30, still fighting. And finally, Casey Simmons drags him out of bounds at the 37-yard line. He would not be tackled. Simmons hanging tough. Will begin this to being entertained with a Jim Dandy of a ball game. A big crowd on hand, as you might well expect here. 1st and 10, Johnson Brock. Quarterback is Justin Seba. He has him in the eye. Seba turns, gives to his eye back, breaking through. Brandon Sells wraps up Knippelmeyer. But Travis Knippelmeyer, running tough, will have the first down yardage all the way down to the 32-yard line. Justin Seba is the QB. 7 minutes to go in the game. 1st and 10 at the 32 of Sacred Heart. Seba takes a snap, hands the ball up the middle, and they hit him for very little, if any, gain. The ball carrier, Travis Knippelmeyer, dropped right at about the line. I don't think they're going to give him anything. It was Justin Barker there to make the tackle. We'll call it no. 2nd down and 10 yards to go. The ball at the 32-yard line. Justin Seba sets the fullback off to the left this time. Turns, fakes the handoff, back to pass, setting up. He's hit. The ball is loose. They're going to rule it as an incompletion. Quite a pop back here. Marcus Kister really took a hit after the whistle, and no flag is thrown. I'll tell 10. Big 3rd down play. You can hear the crowd getting into it. I formation. Bellstorff the fullback. Seba takes the ball. Back to pass. Sets in the pocket. Looks downfield. There's his receiver. The pass intercepted. Casey Simmons. Simmons back upfield. The 15. The 20. Simmons the 25. The 30. The 35. The 40. And he'll be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Casey Simmons, who pulled off the heroics last week when he made the reception with 2 seconds to go, here comes up with a key intercept. Simmons comes up with the interception and returns it all the way out to the 40-yard line. He caught that ball somewhere back inside the 10, I believe. Got it down the left sideline. Sacred Heart has the lead at 24-20 and the football with 5:57 to go in this ball game. The Irish will take over 1st and 10 just across the 40-yard line. Officially, we call it the 39 of Johnson Brock. Casey Simmons split wide to the right. Luke Santo wide to the left. Brandon Sells on the quarterback keeper. Just moves it forward. Operators stand by. We'll be making the flip after this play. 2nd down, 8 yards to go at the 38-yard line. Brandon Sells takes a snap. Gives it off to his running back, Martinowski. He'll be hit after a gain of only about a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7 after this 30-second timeout. We'll be back on the other side in half a minute. All right, the clock is running. 5 minutes, 5 seconds to play in the football game. It's 3rd down and 7 for Sacred Heart at the 37-yard line of Johnson Brock. 24-20, Sacred Heart leads it. Brandon Sells takes a snap, keeps it himself. He'll fight forward, will not get the first down. He'll be stopped at about the 34-yard line. A good 4 yards short of the first down. Travis Knippelmeyer made a good solid tackle for Johnson Brock there to make the stop. Brandon Sells stands at his own 33-yard line to wait for the snap. Back deep, I believe, is Joe Casey. Sells gets a good snap, gets his punt away, angles for the corner. Casey will field the ball in the end zone. You really can lose track of where you're at out there. They'll bring it out to 24-20. The Irish up by 4. The football spotted at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10, Johnson Brock. Justin Seba, the quarterback, hands under center, takes his snap, gives off to his running back with running room. Knippelmeyer out on the left side, fighting near the first down yardage and knocked out of bounds. He'll have a 1st and 10. Casey Simmons there to make the tackle on Travis Knippelmeyer, but not before a gain of about 11 yards. Important for Johnson Brock. All right, the ball spotted just outside the 25-yard line of Johnson Brock. They have it 1st and 10. Justin Seba takes the snap, gives to his I-back. Casey tries to run the left side. He'll have short yardage, 3 yards, out to about the 29-yard line. Brandon Sells made the tackle on him. Did not get out of bounds that time, so the clock continues to run. 3:47, 3:46, clock winding down here. 24-20 your score. Sacred Heart up by 4. Now they stop the clock to spot the football. That's interesting. They'll restart it. Coming over the ball, southeast, Johnson Brock. Back to pass, Seba rolls, he'll keep it, turns it back inside, dives forward for the 1st down yardage. Tell me Randy's not getting a little excited. I called him southeast. Pulled a Kent Pavelka there for a minute, didn't I? The ball is spotted across the 35 of the 36. Johnson Brock close to the 1st down yard. 1 to go in the football game. The Eagles trailing Sacred Heart 24-20 is your score. Johnson Brock's Justin Seba comes over the ball with his backs in the eye. Seba takes a snap. Gives off to his I-back, trying to run over here on the right side is Knippelmeyer. Knippelmeyer gets it across the 40 to the 39 of Sacred Heart. Chip Martinowski there to make the tackle, but a flag thrown on the play. Wait to see what the flag is going to be. Talking it over are the referees now at the 39-yard line. Every penalty a big one here. Let's see what the call is going to be. They wave it off. An inadvertent flag. 9. Inside of 3 minutes to play. 2:54. Clock running. Johnson Brock over the ball. Justin Seba splits his backs in the backfield. Belstorff and Casey are the running backs. Keeping it himself, Seba slides down the line on the option. He'll be knocked out of bounds short of the 1st down marker. And that will ID Luke Santo, and again, smart football on the part of Justin Seba to get out of bounds and stop the clock, even though he won. Clock is stopped, 2:39 to go in the contest. Seba, I formation, calling his count. Seba takes the ball, gives off to his running back. Casey dives forward. I believe he'll have the 1st down. Joe Casey, tackled by Kister. I believe Barker in on the tackle on this right sideline. He'll have the 1st down yardage. Oh, here the Irish lead by 4, 20-24. Johnson Brock with the ball at the 33 of Sacred Heart. People jumping around there. Well, we'll see. Were they drawn off or did they come off on their own? That will be the question. The flag was thrown. We saw some Sacred Heart defenders come across. A couple of them moved, though, which may make you wonder if they were perhaps drawn off. Waiting for the referee to sort this out and talk about it. Now the official indicates offsides. That will give Johnson Brock 1st down and 5. Clock winding down, 2:07. 1st and 5 at the 28-yard line. Seba on the keeper, runs left, option, pitches back to Casey. The 25, the 20, knocked out of bounds inside the 20-yard line for the 1st down ball game. Justin Seba, the senior quarterback, is the signal caller. He calls his starting count. Seba takes the snap, hands it up the middle, nothing there. Knippelmeyer, the ball carrier, got a yard, not much more. Has it between the 18 and 19. Marcus Kister made the tackle. The 9 yards to go. Again, the line of scrimmage, the 18-yard line. Seba on 2nd and 9 takes the snap. Seba hands it up the middle, and again, short yardage. Getting the ball down to near the 16-yard line. Timeout taken Johnson Brock. Marcus Kister in the ball game. 24-20 row. Both of these teams, Justin Seba will set his fullback off to the left. That's Belstorff. Seba calls his count. He's back to pass, sets up, half time, over the middle, pass deflected, intercepted, Luke Santo at the 5, Santo at the 10, loose football, he fumbled the ball, Johnson Brock has the ball back. Johnson Brock has the football back inside the 15-yard line. San Rama. The ball at the 14, 1st and 10. Johnson Brock, Justin Seba calls a starting count, takes a snap, hands it off the right side, Casey. Casey driven out of bounds outside the 10. That will stop the tough break one way for Johnson Brock. The 13-yard line, the line of scrimmage. Quarterback is Justin Seba. Travis Knippelmeyer sets in the top of the I. Blaine Belstorff is the fullback. Seba pitches back to Knippelmeyer, who wants to throw the ball. Knippelmeyer in trouble, throws a pass back across, looking for Seba. Seba hit immediately by Casey Simmons and tackled at the 10-yard line. Short of the first down. Casey Simmons played it smart. Timeout taken. Seconds on the clock. Timeout taken. Jet ball at the 8-yard line. 3rd down and 4 yards to go. Justin Seba calls his starting count. Takes a snap. Seba on the keeper. Pitches the ball back to the trailing back. He'll be hit out of bounds. That's Knippelmeyer. At about the 7 or 8 yard line, little if any gain, maybe got a yard. It's going to bring up 4th down and still about 3 yards to go. Knocked out of bounds. It's all coming down to one. The ball at the 7. I formation. Casey in the top of the I. Belstorff the fullback. Justin Seba takes a snap. Gives off to Belstorff. They stopped him. He hit him at the 5. I think he's short of the first down. We'll see. He looks to be short. It'll depend on the spot of the ball. I believe he's spotted short. 1st and 10, Sacred Heart. The Irish defense is held. Brandon Sells, the man that made the tackle. Sells made the tackle. Timeout taken. Sacred Heart with 30 seconds to go in the ball game. They've got 30 seconds. Lest I remind you that Johnson Brock has wrestled the ball away from the Irish ball carriers twice tonight. I formation, Simmons top of the I. They'll take a knee. Quickly, Brandon Sells goes down on a knee. The clock keeps running. They won't have to run another play. They have 25 seconds to run the play. And they won't have to run it. That will be your ball game. The Sacred Heart Irish will win number 83 in a row. As time expires, you can hear the crowd reaction. My thanks to my gentlemen helping me out tonight, Nathan O'Grady and Ben Simmons, as they go down to join the celebration. There's the ball game. Your final score tonight, the Sacred Heart Irish defeat the Johnson Brock Eagles. Sacred Heart 24, Johnson Brock 20. Don't go away. We'll have a post-game show for you. We'll take a look at the scoring and tell you how it went in this ball game. After this 60-second timeout, we'll be back with a post-game show in 1 minute. You're enjoying Sacred Heart football on KTNC in Fall City. Well, the Sacred Heart Irish pulled another one out, a come-from-behind victory tonight, 24-20, defeating the Johnson Brock Eagles. Taking a look at the scoring and how it went in the ball game. The Eagles got on the board first with 6:01 to play in the first period. A 34-yard run by Joe Casey. Travis Knippelmeyer added the extra point, made it 7-0. The Eagles scored again in the first quarter with 3:10 to play. Travis Knippelmeyer, a 53-yard touchdown run. Knippelmeyer kicked the conversion, and Johnson Brock had opened up a 14-0 lead over the Sacred Heart Irish. Then with 10:50 to play in the first half, Chip Martinowski broke the scoring ice for Sacred Heart on a 9-yard run. The 2-point conversion also by Martinowski was good, and the Irish had closed to within 6 at 14-8. With 9:48 to play in the second quarter, it was Travis Knippelmeyer scoring for Johnson Brock from 10 yards out. The conversion attempt failed, and Johnson Brock held a 20-8 advantage. Then with 4:16 to play in the first half, Brandon Sells on a quarterback keeper carried in for a touchdown, threw a 2-point conversion pass to Luke Santo to make the score 20-16 at the half. The only scoring to occur in the entire second half came with 7:50 to play in the fourth quarter when Luke Santo took a pass 15 yards from Brandon Sells for the touchdown. Martin Radnowski carried in for the two-point conversion, and that was the scoring for the evening as the Sacred Heart Irish pick up a 24-20 win over the Johnson Brock Eagles. The Irish stretch their win streak to 83 consecutive games. They are 6-0 on the season. Johnson Brock falls to 5-1, but I'll tell you, my hat's off to the Johnson Brock Eagles. They put up quite an effort here tonight, as did Southeast last week, only to come up on the short end. The Sacred Heart Irish once again prevail 24-20. Well, that just about wraps it up for the second half of tonight's football doubleheader here on KTNC. Those of you that have stayed up with us tonight all the way to the end were certainly treated to an exciting finish. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. I'm Randy Gatula, leaving you with the final score tonight at Jud Brown Stadium. It was the Sacred Heart Irish 24, the Johnson Brock Eagles 20. Good evening, everyone.